Please support the video and leave your thoughts in the comments. Your words always help improve the content. By the time the divorce papers were drafted, I was already mentally gone. The distance between us had been growing for months. Silent dinners, repeated arguments with the same endings, and an emptiness that settled in long before any legal signatures could confirm it. That was our life now. Her name was Laura. She used to be everything I loved. Now, being around her felt like carrying something too heavy to hold on to. Our love didn't disappear overnight. It faded bit by bit, like water slipping through open fingers, leaving behind only frustration and hurt. Late work hours turned into silent accusations. Missed calls became proof we no longer cared. Even silence felt like punishment. I had already met with a lawyer. The documents were in my desk drawer waiting for a decision I thought I had already made. That evening, I walked into the house only to collect a few belongings, my watch, a suit, and whatever pride I still had left. She was in the kitchen, phone in hand. I wasn't planning to listen, but then she said my name. Her voice shook, somewhere between sadness and anger. "I know he thinks I don't love him anymore," she said quietly. "It's not that. I just don't know how to reach him now." I froze. For a second, I wasn't the man leaving. I was the man she still cared about. Her voice wavered as she continued. "He doesn't even look at me the same way. I keep trying, but he's already gone. I can't run after someone who's halfway out the door." There was a pause, a soft sniff. And then I realized she wasn't talking to a friend. She was speaking with her therapist. I stood there, hidden, feeling like a stranger in my own life. Every sentence hit harder than the last. "I know I've messed up," she said. "I shut down when I'm scared. But I still love him. I just don't think he loves me anymore." That one confession shattered everything I believed. She was right about something. I had stopped being present long before deciding to leave. I kept blaming her for not fighting harder, without seeing how exhausted she was from trying to save us alone. Standing in that quiet kitchen, surrounded by the faint smell of burnt coffee, something inside me shifted. I had been convinced I was the only one hurting. But the truth was, we both had stopped seeing each other. The call ended. She stood still, staring at the floor. For the first time in a long time, I truly saw her. Not as the stranger I'd been angry at, but as the woman I once promised everything to. And suddenly, walking away didn't feel like the answer. Before I could talk myself out of it, I stepped forward. She spun around, eyes wide, wiping her tears like she could pretend it never happened. "How long have you been standing there?" she whispered. "Long enough," I said. Silence filled the space between us. Thin, delicate, waiting to decide if it would break us or hold us together. "I heard what you said about me." "About us," I said softly. She opened her mouth, but I gently lifted my hand. "You don't need to explain. I get it now." I told her about the divorce papers. Her eyes dimmed for a moment. My chest tightened. Then I said, "I don't want them anymore." There were no dramatic moments, no perfect speeches. Just two people in a kitchen realizing how badly they'd stopped fighting for each other. Nothing was fixed that night. We weren't magically whole again. The pain was still there. But honesty took the place of resentment. And maybe that's what healing a marriage really is. Not flowers or rehearsed apologies, but two imperfect people choosing to try again. Because love doesn't disappear when it's damaged. It only disappears when no one tries to mend it.